Every week, Big Screen News highlights the main events of the cinema world. Don't miss the most interesting news of the local and foreign film industry, big premieres, as well as interviews with the stars. In today's episode, Kazakhstan will have its own Grand Old Lady, Detective Azhe comedy series to be released this fall. Sex, Fear and Hamburgers. Kazakh indie film was picked for the Venice Film Festival's official selection. Inside the making of Joly historical series. The new comedy series Detective Azhe or Detective Grandma will show a story of a young policeman and his grandmother. The man dreamt of being an actor, but by a twist of fate he became a policeman. One day his life turns upside down when his grandmother becomes a detective. The director of the series is Serikbol Utabeganov, who is known for Shiza, Jasolan, Bolashak, Once in the Trunk, and many others. The lead role of a detective is played by the deserved actress of Kazakhstan, Gaziza Abdinabieva. She starred in Yemek Tursunov's Kempier and the Crossroads series. And the role of the policeman was played by Niyazbek Shaysultanov. Earlier, the actor played in the films Ne Giptim Ne Mozgi, Kazakh Khanate, Diamond Sword, and Unbroken. Niyazbek believes that he resembles with his character because he has also dreamt of becoming an actor despite difficulties, contradictions, and refusals. When I opened the script and began to read, I did not see any difference between me and my character. Because he also wants to become an actor and is taking part in different auditions. That is exactly my life. He's a person who wants to become an actor, but no one is hiring him because he has no relevant education. He studied to become a policeman. He finishes the academy and immediately goes to auditions, where he faces different issues. So he's kind of mixed up and unconfident.
Вечно растерянный, вечно вот такой немножко неуверенный.
Actress Gaziza Abdinabieva said she really enjoyed the shooting process.
Енді характер болғанда ол немересінің көмектесу үшін.
Speaking about my character, she helps her grandson and supports him, and somehow becomes an investigator. She will do everything to support him. I would not say we had any difficulties on the set, because the cast included only professional actors. For example, Niyaz, who plays my grandson. A pure guy who has a bright future. As well as the best actors of the theater, Askary Mantayev, Chinar Askarova. So it was easy for me to play that role. Director Serikbol Utabeganov noted that the project stands out because of its unusual plot. Well, this story is very unusual, and so actors who are supposed to play the leading roles must also be interesting by their character. That is, we always try to avoid some cliches. Like when, let's say, the story shows the village and people should have a certain appearance for that landscape. That is, we refused all of that, including when choosing the locations. We judged from another point of view. The TV series will be released in September this year. Watch it on Kabar TV channel. The French film festival Le Tranche Festival will be held in Paris from September the 5th to 16th and will show the entire filmography of the Kazakh director Adil Kalnezhanov within its special program called Focus. The scheduled list includes Realtor, The Owners and Night Guard, which were made by Kazakh Film Studio. The organizers of the festival really wanted to show the Night Guard and waited for it for a year. The Night Guard was premiered this year at the 40th Moscow Film Festival as part of the main competition. Recently, Adil Kalnezhanov joined the European Film Academy. The director was the first representative of Kazakhstan to become a member of this prestigious organization. Kazakh indie film Sex, Fear and Hamburgers has entered the official program of the Venice Film Festival. For the first time, a short film by independent Kazakh filmmakers was included in the official program of the 75th Venice Film Festival. Founded in 1932, the Venice International Film Festival is the oldest international film festival and one of the big three film festivals alongside the Cannes and Berlin International Film Festivals.
Я по-твоему, что должен сейчас делать? Технику сдавать, которую уже взял.
Кто? Знаешь что? Умей говорить «нет». Хотя ты же мужик. Вот решай, что важней, сам. А то опять скажешь, что меня послушал и стал неудачником.
The short film Sex, Fear and Hamburgers tells the story of Iskander, a 30-year-old food photographer who is experiencing a crisis in his career and personal life due to his own indecisiveness and pressure from his beloved Laura. The city announces the red level of terrorist threat and it forces Iskander to stay in his studio with a random client. Leading roles in the film were played by Chingiz Kapin, Ayselu Azimbayeva and Victoria Mukhamajanova.
Да, все было интересно, потому что так как...
It was interesting because that is an independent film, made by a group of independent filmmakers, and the actors agreed to take part in it because they liked the idea. We did not pay them. We arranged everything, we tried to make the comfortable conditions for the actors. But unfortunately, we did not have the means to pay them. A very strong team of independent filmmakers gathered together to make this film. It was very difficult to put together a schedule for actors that we had. Only 3 actors played in the film.
Чтобы были все актеры и актеры, которые у нас всего 3 актера в фильме они снимают.
Ayselu Azimbayeva played in the networks She and 100 Minutes About Love. In that film she plays Anat, impulsive, irrational and very honest young lady, which certainly resembles the actress.
Ну, мне Ильдар ставил задачу играть свой возраст, то есть 28-30 лет.
Eldar told me to play a girl of my age, 28 to 30. Honestly, I thought she might be a little younger. She's an artist by her nature. She's very impulsive and irrational. I do not even know who inspired me during the filming. I definitely know that such people exist, and they even exist around me. Partially, I have those features too.
В моем окружении даже отчасти где-то есть там я сама.
Iskander was played by the actor of theatre and cinema Chingiz Kapin. He has admitted it was quite easy for him to play that role.
Мне кажется, что тема...
It seems to me that the topic that was raised by Yeldar is close to absolutely every person regarding relationships with loved ones, and especially in sexual relations. There are always some difficulties that are solved either by one person or both sides.
Человеком одной стороной.
The role of Laura was played by the well-known theatre actress Victoria Mukamedjanova.
Мою героиню зовут Лаура. Она фуд-фотограф. И она работает вместе со своим парнем Искандером, выполняет различные...
I play Laura. She's a food photographer and she's working with her boyfriend Iskander. She wants him to be decisive, more nimble. But because he's so soft, most of the time she has to take everything in her hands, and she has somehow got used to living like this. I see this very often in couples when a woman expects some actions from a man but does not see them and get mad, and a man goes, okay, because he cannot prove himself. He accepts the position of the follower. So these two young people have such a situation, and then something happens when Anat appears and suddenly Iskander shows his other side, which is a big surprise for Laura.
Потом происходит что-то совсем другое, когда появляется Анат, и вдруг Искандер проявляет себя абсолютно с другой стороны, что для Лауры вообще большое удивление.
Enthusiasm, diligence and positive attitude of the film crew led to an amazing result, which is the participation in the 75th Venice Film Festival. The film was shot in just 2 days.
Из-за того, что да, их всего 3 актера.
Because there were only 3 actors and they are busy with the cinema and the theater, it was hard to organize it all. We organized everything so the film can be shot in a bunch of days. In that case, 2.5 days. For me, that was the first time when I worked with professional actors only.
Первый раз работал с профессиональным актером.
The fate of the independent Kazakh film at the festival will be known soon. We went to see the shooting process of the historical series Joly, which was launched in April and still continues in the mountains of the South Kazakhstan region. The series shows the life of a great public figure, speaker, poet, and one of the authors of the Code of Laws, Joly. The film's aim is the patriotic education of youth. The director of the project is a cultural figure, screenwriter Batykan Daurenbekov. This is a historical film which is made with the support of the governor of the region, Jansi Tumibayev. The famous Order Basi used to gather the bees, or judges, khans, the troops of the 3 Zhuzes, who fought against the Jungar people. 25 years have passed since the 3 presidents held a meeting at that place. On the eve of this significant date, we began shooting a new series. It will be a historical, fascinating 10-episode film. The plotline is very interesting. We will show not only public speaking skills of the Kazakh people, the film will show feet, love and politics. According to the director, the shooting will end in November this year and then the editing part will begin. The TV series are expected to be released in March next year. The script was written by Bakirjan Kuljabayev, based on the novel Joly by Jibek Orenbay and Makabad by Gut. And in order to make it even more interesting, we added additional storylines and characters. The peculiarity of this project is in the script language. The oratory of the bees plays an important role here. We show judges who differed in their eloquence and fairness. I think it will be interesting for the viewers. The leading role of Joly is played by the young actor of theatre and cinema Abzal Tolen.
Joly енді қазаққа
Joly is one of the great bees of the Kazakh people. An outstanding personality. He has united the bees of three juices. He is known for his wisdom and fairness. In general, I'm a gentle person and it is difficult for me to play aggressive, evil characters. Therefore, Joly's role is close to me by its nature and character.
ойлануың, болбосо жұмсақтығым осы жағынан сай келеді деп өзім табиғатыма.
The series feature young actors as well. Yesultan Sigabay plays the role of the 12-year-old Joly. The boy admits the role is not easy for him, but he copes with that.
Мен ролім жайында айта кетсем,
I play the 12-year-old Joly. To be honest, my character Joly and I are completely different people by nature. He was a well-balanced, calm and wise person. I'm the exact opposite, and therefore it's hard for me to play his role.
маған ол кісінің рөлін ойнау сәл қиын болып жатыр.
The historical series are being shot in the foothills of Kogantau, where the great Kazakh public figure lived and worked for many years. 150 million tenge was allocated to the project about the life of Joly.
Для чего они?
Ты чё? Те, кто шарит с руками и ногами, заберут?
Да?
Конечно.
Мы с пацанами хотим заниматься коммерцией, зарабатывать деньги. Мог бы ты нам дать какой-нибудь товар на реализацию? Алга, это же вообще незаконно, да?
Я вас всех погубаю, всех! 3!
Это же интегральная микросхема.
Да, японский. 1300 за штуку.
Сколько штук есть?
Ну, пока 5.
Сколько еще можешь поставить?
А сколько надо?
500 штук.
Да без проблем.
The official trailer of Akan Satayev's Businessman was released online. Filmmaking took place in Almaty last summer.
Ты уже не контролируешь ситуацию вообще.
Вот так вот мы теперь разговаривать начали. Друзья.
Псих имеет тебя. А нету тела, нету дела.
Только друзей моих не трогайте. Умоляю.
300 раз говорила, мне не нужны твои деньги, мне не нужны эти дворцы, я готова жить с тобой в однокомнатной квартире вместе с твоей мамой. Просто я хочу, чтобы ты был рядом, я хочу засыпать со своим мужем и просыпаться рядом с ним.
Вы такую предоплату сделали, где товар?
Я сделаю все, чтобы решить этот вопрос.
The action takes place in the 90s when the country was facing an economic crisis. It shows friendship and betrayal, love and separation, the true values of life. The main characters of the film were played by Askar Ilyasov, Sharip Serik, Rasim Zhubayev and Aysulu Azimbayeva. The film will hit the big screens on November the 1st.
Есть тут кто?
The protagonist, his wife, and their little son lost their way in the steppe and got stuck on a country road. The family is forced to spend the night in the car. The next morning, the main character wakes up alone and, after discovering the loss, begins searching for his wife and little son. He finds a house where the old man and the girl live. Strange residents of this unusual house seem to know something about his family, about him, but carefully try to hide it. The film's cast includes Andrei Meslikin, Tungishbay Zhimankulov, Almagul Rulas, Ilya Sadirov, and Igor Goshkov.
Тебе нужна вода?
Вы напугали меня.
Бывает.
Вас тут только что не было, я искал вас. Кстати, я тут.
Как твоя семья? Не нашлись еще?
Нет. И машина никак не чинится.
Watch Заблудившиеся or Lost on Yelana TV channel today at 10:25 p.m.